Start out things with some songs. You can hear me, but I can't hear you, but that's okay. I would love everyone in your home singing along with me. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtakavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtakavu lehar kodsho. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hallelujah, 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 amen. You guys singing at home? Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Boker Tov. All right, Boker Tov, everyone. It's really special for us to be joining together. I know that we wish we all could be here in the same room, but circumstances being as they are, it's still special that we're able to join together, albeit virtually, to still feel our sense of community. Now, if you're like me, you've probably spent a lot of time online these last few weeks, and you've seen people broadcasting, if you will, or Zooming from all different parts of their house or all different kinds of video in their homes. And what is the best part of that process? I think it's pretty clearly is noticing what everyone's backgrounds is. We've seen a lot of kitchens, we see a lot of living rooms. Every now and then we see someone outside. But I'd say the most common background of anyone is definitely bookshelves. Now, something about them just seems to be authentic and responsible, and maybe even make you look a little smart. I see your backgrounds out there. I see those bookshelves. Now, if you're like me, also, when you see those bookshelves, you start to try to figure out what particular books are on the shelves. And once you go that route, then you're just down the full rabbit hole of spending a lot of time studying video. Now, I admit I've done this too. There's just something that's very rabbinic, I might say, about appearing in front of a full bookshelf. But you'll notice today that I'm not in front of a bookshelf. In fact, I only have one book with me. And what book is that? It's our Siddur, it's our prayer book. A Siddur represents so much of who we are. It tells of our history, that these words and the values they represent have been spoken and they've been shared by so many of us in our past generations. It tells of our order, of our way of life, how we structure our days with prayers for morning, afternoon, and evening, and also how to structure our weeks, our months, our years with prayers and traditions for all our holidays throughout the year. Even the word Siddur itself means order. We talked about that before Pesach. Seder means order. and Siddur also means order. And a Siddur represents so much of what is important to us: our history, our liturgy, and our sacred texts. We're a people of learners, of students. Students who are in third grade are learners, just as their parents and family members who are gathering with us today are also learners. We learn from everything that we do, from our history, from how we interact with the people and with the world around us. Now, wouldn't you know it, there's a special bracha, a special blessing that we say before beginning a session of learning. And where do we look to find such a special blessing? In our Siddur, of course. So I'll say the words of this bracha and then invite you to answer Amen. Say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, sovereign of time and space, who has provided us with a path to holiness through the observance of mitzvot, and has instructed us to engage with the words of Torah. As we all gather together this morning, as we all participate in our Siddur ceremony, I hope that we remember these lessons of valuing our learning, valuing our study, and always finding ways from wherever we are of engaging with the Torah. And it's our hope that the Siddurs that you'll present your children with today will be a reminder of all of that. So thank you for joining with us, and we're so fortunate to be able to celebrate this special occasion with each of you.
So the Siddur that you are all receiving, I'm going to spotlight myself here for a second. The Siddur that you are receiving is meant to be a not only something that you own and can put on your own bookshelves, but of course it's meant to be a symbol of having reached a special stage of your learning. It's not that you are done learning. None of us are really done learning, as Rabbi Tillman had said, but rather the Siddur itself is meant to recognize that you know how to open its pages, that you know how to look for the prayers, some of the ones that we say regularly when we are in our synagogue or in our religious school services, and some of which you've probably never seen before, but give all kinds of opportunities for learning and exploration. The Siddur that you have today is a special one because it is the first time that a class at Congregation Beth Israel is receiving this Siddur, Siddur Lev Shalem. You might not be familiar with it quite yet, and that's fine. We have only recently started using it in the synagogue as well, and you're going to have time to grow into it, just like we are. So when you see it, when you begin to open it, you will begin to understand that the Siddur will reflect back to you some of the learning that you have done with the Hebrew and the meaning of the prayers. And it will also represent the fact that there is so much yet to learn. So before we go and receive our Siddurim from our parents, I wanted to give all of the families the opportunity to look back on this year of learning together for Kitah Gimmel.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are His story in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. Ledor vador nagid goleva. Ledor vador we protect this chain. from generation to generation. L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name.
So now is the time for the receiving of the Siddurim. Parents, I'm going to ask you to take the next few minutes to turn to your kids and present to them the Siddur, as well as perhaps to explain the symbolism of the cover that you drew, or the meaning of their names, or what does this Siddur mean to you? And if you have a moment, perhaps afterwards, please don't forget, take a picture of yourselves during this special moment. I'm now going to pause for you to do the dedication and of the Siddur to your kids.
L'dor vador, nagid god leva. L'dor vador, we protect this chain. From generation to generation, l'dor vador, these lips will praise your name.
Okay, Kitah Gimmel students, I'm going to ask you to please hold up your Siddur so that everyone can see it. All right. Those look awesome. Now here's what you're going to do with your Siddur. For right now, you're going to keep it at home because your home is where right now you are doing your studying and your praying and your eating and you're celebrating. But when we're able to come back together and return to the synagogue, you will bring your Siddur in your completely unique Siddur cover back to the synagogue, and it'll have a special place on a special shelf for everyone in your class. And whenever you come into the synagogue for religious school or for Shabbat or holiday services, you will be able to go to the shelf, pull your own special Siddur, and use that for prayer and for learning. So Kitah Gimmel, we just want to say we are so proud of you. We're so happy that you could all be here together and that your families are all doing well and are able to join us for this special moment. I'm going to turn it back over to the rabbi and to the cantor to conclude our program.
Great, thank you, Lev, and again, thank you to Kitah Gimmel, as well as thank you to all of our Kitah Gimmel teachers who are able to join with us today. And since this is a really special moment for all of us, for us as educators, for you as families, and for all of us as a community, we do want to say the Shechianu, the bracha, the blessing that we say on life's special and momentous occasions. So I'll say the words and invite you to answer Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Amen.
Oseh shalom b'broma, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru.
Boker Tov. Again, thank you so much to everyone for joining us and participating today, this morning. We hope that you'll all be able to join us again for our religious school moving up ceremony. That will be 2 weeks from today. It's our moment for reflection to celebrate our year of learning together in religious school coming to a close. So we hope you'll be able to join us for that. Again, that'll be 2 weeks from today on that Sunday morning. But again, Mazal Tov, Yasher Koach to everyone for giving and receiving your Siddur and for really celebrating a great year of learning with everyone together.